What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another video. It's KUT Productions. KUT Productions is here. Go on and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Anyway, it's all this story came across the desk. I thought it was interesting. I always like, hip hop stories and sampling stories and beat making stories. Anyway, in this one, we're going to talk about Khalid Muhammad's 79-year-old sister is putting rappers on blast. It's pretty much about sampling. Her brother Khalid Muhammad, if you don't know him, he was a fiery black leader. He was Nation of Islam under Farrakhan, super fiery. He pulled no punches. He said what he said and did what he did. Then I think he left Nation and became, he formed the New Black Panther Party. He's been on CNN. He's been around. But he's passed on since, he's been gone for a while. And I think he got poisoned. There's definitely some controversy around his death. Anyway, his sister, 79-year-old, I don't know her name. So sorry about that, but she is going off on rappers and putting them on blast about sampling his voice. See, in hip hop, if you don't know, a lot of leaders, black leaders, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, a lot of their voices get used in hip hop a lot, in early stuff anyway. You don't hear it as much anymore, and it's mainly by a conscious artist. A lot of times their voices will get sampled. They'll say a phrase or they'll be saying something that'll get used in the beginning of a song, sometimes in the middle of the song. But his voice was being used, and she mentioning several artists. She called out Public Enemy. She called out, I believe, Tupac's lawyer or Tupac. She called pretty much Tupac's lawyer. She called out D'Angelo. She called out Ice Cube. She called out Common. She's putting them on blast for using his music and never paying up. Now that is the main part of the story that I take from. It's like you gotta pay, clear that stuff. When you use something, up and coming artist, or if you a major artist and you catch this, go on and clear it. It's best to go on and clear to alleviate headaches. She's part of his estate, so she handles all his stuff. I'm not 100% sure about that, but she's a sister, so she probably do handle the business on the back end. She's saying that the money from the lawsuits, she did mention that, will be used to create a black museum that she wants to do, or is in the works or something like that. But anyway, that is a lesson in sampling and all that stuff. I just saw another story about sampling. The new Clips album came out, which is a very good album. It's a dope hip hop album. I mean, no skips. It's a nice album. It's Malik's and Pusha T. They did their thing on that album. But I saw where Pharrell actually flew to Saudi Arabia to get a sample clear. Something I don't know the title, but I know the song. It has a very distinct sound to it. Sound like some music from the Middle East. So he flew there to get the sample clear. So he handled the business on it. So he ain't got to worry about no issues. Something become a hit record. Then people start to take points on the record, taking the publishing, all that stuff. So guess he went and they handled business and cleared it, and now the song came on out. So that's just an example of how to do it. But yeah, over the years in hip hop, it's plenty of stories like this of something get used, it don't get cleared, it comes out, and then the publisher, the holder of that rights or the copyright of the song, they take it all. They take it all. Like I think that Cactus album that always come to mind, Third Base record. I think they finally able to collect on it now, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's past the 35, 40 year or 30 year mark, whatever. But initially they got nothing from the album. You can make the songs, put it out, but you can collect nothing. It all can go to the publishing holder for the samples that you use when they're not cleared. Or the sample holder, the publisher, can take a huge percentage. There's talks of people taking like 99%, and then you're the artists that you sample take 99% and you're getting like 1% of a record. So you pretty much get pennies. But anyway, yeah, that's just that's the story. Lessons in sampling. I always like those kind of stories. So that's just the latest video. I wanted to bring that to you. Go on and check on it. You'll throw it in a search and you'll be able to probably read a little bit on it and see how it's going to go. I'm going to keep my eye on it and see if anything comes of it. But yeah, she definitely naming those artists: Public Enemy, D'Angelo, Common, Ice Cube, and Tupac. So I don't know if there's any more. I think they're probably the main ones that use Khalid Muhammad's voice. And she's looking to collect. I'm not sure if there's anything to collect from that, but it might be. It might be. Because if there are recordings, yeah, if he made like tapes and if there's some audio you can find, yeah, that's probably some intellectual property that they're going to have to probably cut a check for. Which I'm thinking they're all probably just going to pay, especially if it wasn't clear. You don't want to get hit too hard. No, I think a lot of it can be worked out. But anyway, this is KUT Productions, and we'll get up out of here. Stay tuned to the next video. All right, y'all. Peace.